All right, offensive coordinator candidates. You got one who's supposed to be in town maybe tomorrow, Rich Scangarello, who had been with the Denver Broncos 2019. Broncos were rated, unfortunately, 28th in the overall offense, which might be why he's available.
Yeah.
We got good news and bad news. Got an offensive coordinator. That's the good news. Bad news is he was 28th. Every time I see Kyle Shanahan, I just say, wait a minute, we had that guy.
Yeah, that's the guy who who put together the PowerPoint presentation to get out of here. Wow, what a dysfunctional situation that was.
Dysfunction, I know how to spell that.
It was.
216-575-0403. All right, Mike LaFleur, his claim to fame is he's got a brother who's a pretty good coach, Matt LaFleur, Green Bay Packers, or it was until last week anyway. He's the 49ers. When did this come about, the passing game coordinator?
Yeah. I think when you coach for a guy like Shanahan, who's just very well known for that zone blocking scheme,
right?
That maybe that's that's his expertise.
So they're not giving up on McDaniels. Oh no, that's a different McDaniel.
That's a different one.
There you go.
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. 49ers ranked 2 in the NFL in rushing this past season.
Basically, we'll take anybody that has had a cup of coffee with Kyle Shanahan right now. That's the way this usually works. It happened that way with Sean McVay.
Hey, I haven't seen it not work.
Browns wide receiver coach in 2014. Do we hold that against him, or?
Now the years are running together. Which year would that have been?
Well, that would have been the 7-4 start.
Oh, he took credit for that.
Yeah. He was good until Josh Gordon came back. And then they tried to force him the ball every time he ran down the field.
I don't know that they did. I think Brian Hoyer might
Yeah,
have.
but I mean, Brian Hoyer really felt like under review that whole season because of what was going on. What he knew was going on with Manziel in the front office and ownership. And with Gordon coming back, he had a bunch of smaller wide receivers that year. Right. And all of a sudden there's this big target, and he knows he's got to perform well and throw touchdown passes to keep his job.
But they were 7-4.
I know. Yeah.
7-4 with 5 games left.
That was the pay the man. That was Dion, right?
Oh, yeah.
After that game in Cincinnati,
yeah.
They absolutely dominated the Bengals down there on a Thursday night, I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
What a season.
So I'm on record as saying I'm not going to fall for it this time until I see some real activity in September. Have you gone back over the edge?
No, I think that's more than fair. And I think you could say two things and not contradict yourself. One, Kevin Stefanski presents himself as a very confident, organized, professional-looking guy who's had some good experience, not as a head coach yet. You can see what the attraction to a guy like that would be as opposed to sticking with Freddie Kitchens. But you can also say, we don't know. Even if he puts together a good staff, we don't know whether these guys are going to buy into a first-time head coach until we see it. Now, I think what they need to see, Les, here's what happened with Freddie in my mind. These guys try to buy in. They know what kind of guy he is. He's up front with them. He's a supporter of players on the team.
Fun-loving guy.
They go out and they lose by 30 the first week. And I think there are guys who then start going, wow, we were not prepared for this game. Now, it goes back the other way. They beat Baltimore in Baltimore, and everybody's happy. But I think as the season went on, I think they saw things that are happening on game day and probably in between when when he's addressing the team and they're preparing them for games.
Do you think that was a bad way to win and lose games? If they had started the other way, beat Tennessee, then get beat by Baltimore, which most people would have expected, would you be saying the same thing?
Yeah, no, I think he probably would have got a little more benefit of the doubt. But then I think when you go into Denver and you lose to, I'm sorry, I can't even remember the...
Allen.
Not Josh Allen. Help me. Maybe Josh Allen. I think that might have been his name. But you lose to guys that, third-string quarterbacks and
who'd never played before.
And certainly by the Arizona game, when you go in there and you just they drag you up and down the field. I mean, it was pretty clear that he wasn't coming back by then.